Hello, welcome to Friday's programme. There's been an angry reaction from Unionist politicians to the ruling of a coroner yesterday who said the killing of 4 IRA men by SAS soldiers was not justified. Peter Clancy, Patrick Vincent, Kevin Barry O'Donnell and Sean O'Farrell had themselves just carried out a gun attack on a police station in Coal Island in 1992. But a few minutes later in nearby Clonoe, they were caught in an army ambush and shot dead. No attempt had been made to arrest them. The findings of an inquest yesterday have been described by some as a farce. Here's our political correspondent, Gareth Gordon.
It's 33 years since the SAS killed 4 IRA members in this Tyrone car park. An inquest ruling that they were not justified in doing so reopens the wounds over the legacy of the Troubles in the starkest of ways. Under the previous government's Legacy Act, none of the 12 soldiers involved could now face prosecution. The decision to repeal it reopens that possibility.
The idea that we're relitigating this 33 years after, and it's had a police investigation already, it's just absurd.
The man who represents military veterans in Northern Ireland says any who are found to have broken the law should be held accountable. However,
the challenge we have here is that we have effectively a two-tier justice system. We have a going after those who put on the uniform with the intent of saving life and of protecting property, and they have to be scrutinised, and yet those who went out with the intent of taking life and destroying property, as these 4 young men did in this situation, there's no scrutiny on them.
Clonoe is where the First Minister, Michelle O'Neill, comes from. She was a teenager at the time of the incident and knew all of the dead IRA men.
There are some who would say we have no right to remember or to honour them. We have absolutely every right.
So far, she hasn't commented on the inquest verdict, but her party has.
Well, this inquest went on for weeks. It heard evidence from all parties. The context of the issues was dealt with in full. But the important thing here was identifying whether or not the men could have been detained. And in the Justice's report, he has said that could have happened and that the way that they were lethally executed wasn't necessary. And there's a large proportion of our society who still don't seem to come to terms with the fact, the role that the British state played here during the conflict. It was a shoot-to-kill policy and it was collusion with loyalist death squads.
Unionists have a very different view.
These 4 men went with a lorry and a machine gun. They weren't there to shoot Cookstown rabbits. They were there to shoot innocent people. And the SAS met them and shot them first. Now, that context should have been made clear by the judge and wasn't. He purely concentrated on the aftermath of the attack on the police station.
They went out with murderous intent, with a heavy machine gun, with armoured piercing ammunition to kill people within a police station. That's what they were confronted with, and people need to remember that. And where loss of life is regrettable, they are the architects, unfortunately, of their own demise.
The Legacy Act may be going, but the problems caused by legacy certainly aren't, with possible ramifications here and at Westminster. Gareth Gordon, BBC Newsline, Stormont.
Well, there's more on that story and the background to events in Clonoe in 1992. It's on our website this evening. You can, of course, always download the BBC News app.